Men need the courage to answer the call to adventure. Are you feeling like you are living an inauthentic life? Are you feeling like you are living a life of quiet desperation? That's from Emerson. Perhaps there is something in you, an intuition in you that you have decided to bury deep down. In this video, I want to talk about why men should answer the call to adventure and why not answering the call to adventure can lead to your demise. I'm Sebastien, your addiction recovery coach, and if this subject piques your interest, please stay till the end. For those of you who don't understand what is the call to adventure, we have to talk about The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell. In The Hero with a Thousand Faces, Joseph Campbell talks about the hero's journey, which kind of a template of what men go through life. And this template is used many times successfully in movies. The best example is Star Wars. And a man will always have the call to adventure, but he will also refuse that call to adventure. If you want a perfect example, the first Star Wars that ever came out, when Luke Skywalker had the whole called his aunt and his uncle does not want him to leave the planet. They want him to stay on that planet. So at first he refused the call, but later on he answered the call. And obviously this is a movie for us men, for us laymen. It's more of what is happening inside of you. It's more of the decision you make. And the decision can be subtle. It's not as obvious as leaving your planet and trying to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. Well, I guess, no, he already found Obi-Wan Kenobi. He wanted to find Princess Leia. Anyway, for us laymen or laywomen, we have the call to adventure. And yes, to answer the call to adventure, you need courage. And you know deep down if you are living an inauthentic life. If you live an inauthentic life, things in your life will not resonate with you. You are living in the shadow side. Perhaps you live a life that is really comfortable, but too comfortable. You dare not take risks. You do not dare to confront the shadow side of you. So you are not maturing as a healthy masculine man because you refuse to take this call to adventure. And understand this call to adventure is mostly inside. Perhaps right now, you might be hooking up with women because you are scared of intimacy. Maybe you have a girlfriend right now, but you have settled with her. Maybe she's not the right person for you. Perhaps you have a job that you hate, or you don't hate that much, but you don't really like that much. It's not really what drives you. It's not really fulfilling for you, but it pays the bill. It's comfortable enough that you don't really want to quit, that you can see yourself living a life like this. But as Rollo Emerson brilliantly said, most men live life of quiet desperation. Quiet desperation is not so much that you are distraught, that you are completely depressed. It's that your life is comfortable, it's lukewarm. Slowly but surely, like a mouse you put in water and start boiling, slowly but surely, you will drown, you will die, you will suffocate. And the problem with living life of quiet desperation is he can easily lead you to cheap dopamine is things that are easy to get, like porn, like hooking up, like Tinder, like dating apps, scrolling, drugs, overeating, over binging. When you pursue all of this, not in moderation, but you pursue all those endeavors and indulging them consistently, you are wasting a lot of your potential. And unfortunately, because you did not have the courage to answer that call to adventure, it is much easier for you to cope with all that cheap dopamine. And actually, it's because you don't want to answer the call to adventure that you resort to all that cheap dopamine. But as I said, it will not fulfill you. And at the very best, you will have a life filled with regret. And at the very worst, it will lead you to be depressed, sad, and make all types of wrong decisions. The people around you, the woman you're with, your work, so on and forth. It will impact you in every aspect of your life, unfortunately. So what you need to do right now is to look deep down in your mind, deep down in your heart, what it is you truly want. And I have tools that might help you. For me, meditation helps tremendously. I think it's the one of the number one, because when you meditate, you kind of automatically start to listen to your intuition. Because when you meditate, you are releasing that beautiful dopamine in your mind. You are strengthening your prefrontal cortex. Your prefrontal cortex is in charge of making wise decisions, more constructive decisions. When you do drugs and all that cheap dopamine, it actually decreases your prefrontal cortex. And that is why meditation is so good, because you become wiser. You become more reasonable. You become smarter. You are more poised and calm, not only in your body, but also in your brain and in your decision. So by virtue of meditating, it can help you see what is the path for you, or at least see a glimpse of that path that is right for you. And it's a journey. Even if you cannot find the right kind, it comes in bits and crumbs over time. But you need to answer that call to adventure consistently. You need to face your fears. You need to face your negative emotion. And meditation helps with that, because when you meditate, you know that you should face your emotion and not deal with them with cheap dopamine. And that is what I want for all good. Meditating will help you tremendously. Facing your emotion, letting go of those negative emotions. And also, as a man, I strongly recommend you lift heavy weights. You strengthen your body. And when you strengthen your body, you strengthen your mind. I think it was Seneca who said, we are strict on the body so the mind will follow. And I really agree with that. And when you have a healthy mind in a healthy body, you are more primed to be courageous in mind and in your body. You are more primed to answer that call to adventure. And when you answer that call to adventure, it might come with making tough decisions, changing your job, changing the way you live, maybe breaking up with your girl. Many things might change and should change. But those are growing pains, and those are stepping stones to find out what you are truly made of and what is your real authentic path. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sebastien, your addiction recovery coach, and I'm here to help those of you who want to give up on desexualize their mind and other addictive compulsions, as I mentioned in this video. Links are in the description box below, and I'm sure I can help you. Shoot me a text if you want to know more. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.